Hey guys, it's Glenn from Glenn's Car Collection, and today we're driving the all-new Lotus GT. And which way are we gonna go? Straight? Okay. So what I love about this car, being a former Lotus owner, is we have hydraulic steering. We have really lightweight, 3,175 pounds. It has about 416 horsepower, 317 foot-pounds of torque, and best of all, hydraulic steering. We have really strong brakes on this car. A 6-speed manual. It's also available with an automatic, but why would you do that? We got a Supercharged 6. So it's essentially the best version of the Evora, the last version of the Evora. It's actually improved with more horsepower and some aero and stickier tires over the Evora 400, which we've driven many times on the channel. I've driven all the Evoras, the S, even the base in 2010. Clutch is nice and light. Shifter feels really good. And the first thing you'll notice on the first turn with this car is the hydraulic steering. You can really feel everything in the road. There's a crack in the road here, and I could really feel the tire on it, unlike the numb steering that you get, say, in modern day BMWs. And nothing better than a mid-engine car. You can really feel the placement of the engine here. Now, it does have drive-by-wire throttle, so we'll have to get used to heel-toe downshifting, because obviously the drive-by-wire throttle kind of guesses, and it may be matched to the last person who drove this car. So at low speeds, the suspension is stiff, but certainly not harsh, and it's very precise. So I'm just moving the wheel a little bit, if you look, and you can really see the car change direction almost immediately. There's no dead spot on center. Downside of owning this car is you have to obey speed limits. And the interior is beautiful. Yeah, I don't know how well you can see that here, but this interior is really gorgeous. You can see my Evora 400 reviews, where you can really see we do in-depth on the interior.
Stay to the right.
Okay, we're gonna go to the highway, right?
Yep.
Yep, that I know. All right. Yeah, I love these cars. Lotus is probably my favorite brand.
Really?
Yeah. And you can see the nice interior here, how they put
really
the stitching, the Alcantara. You have all your buttons here. So we're actually driving in race mode, which is shutting off our electronic nannies. We have the exhaust button on. And then obviously you can go in sport mode if you want a little more tame, or you want your heated seats. So you even have heated seats in the Lotus. You can hear that supercharger whine as you go up through the gears. The red line is about 7,000 RPM, and it makes its power by building revs. You got a supercharged 6-cylinder engine, so it's very reliable. Oh wow, look at it. The turn-in is unbelievable on this car, and you have really strong brakes too. And you know, Colin Chapman always said about Lotus, you know, you don't need to throw power at the car, just make everything lighter and then everything is better. The problem is on a lot of these 500-600 horsepower car, you know, the chassis or the brake or weighs too much. And that's the downsides of those cars. You make your car lighter, you don't need as much horsepower. You don't need as big a brakes. You don't need as stiff a suspension to hold on to it. And that's another thing. Lotus probably makes, honestly, the best suspensions, because they said it once and that's it. You don't have to do, that heel toe is better. You don't have to press all these buttons and do a comfort or sport mode. They said it once and that's it. You're gonna go left or right up here? Left?
Yep.
Okay. And it really makes really good noises. That supercharger, just like my Lotus Exige, oh wow, is right behind your head. I don't know if you can even hear it as good as I'm hearing it. Will that Mr. Challenger go here? Wow. And it's comfortable. This is a smooth highway, but I feel really, really comfortable in here. Way more comfortable than I ever felt in my Exige. about 3.8 seconds. Very easy to shift. The shifter is nice, not too notchy. The throws are nice and short. Air conditioning works great, unlike my Lotus Exige.
Gonna get on the next exit.
Okay, and these cars are very reliable. The fit and finish is much improved over the 2010 model. The maintenance isn't bad either. You have a Toyota drivetrain and engine. Look at this handling. Lotuses were known more about taking the turns, but now they actually have power as well. Now, I don't think there's brake assist. I do think you can roll back with these cars, I believe. I like modern cars that hold you up a hill. Where am I going from here? Okay. We're gonna go straight?
Take a right on Broad Street.
Take a right, okay.
You can try sport mode now since you're here.
Oh yeah, so let's do sport mode. So that was race mode. Okay, so now we have the electronic nannies that are going to save us. I mean, we're driving on the back road, so we're not going to go crazy anyway. Oh, there you go. So you still have the heightened throttle response on sport mode. And this car is surprisingly comfortable. I don't know if you could see here, but I could see the engine in the supercharger, and that's a pretty awesome view in my rear view mirror. These cars, I think, run about 115,000, give or take, with options. You definitely want to kind of keep this sport exhaust on. You have options as navigation, so you can get Bluetooth navigation. You can get everything you can get in, say, a competing Porsche 911. Now, you also have a digital display of your speed right here, in between the tachometer and the speedometer. I like these old-fashioned gauges. I'm old school. I'm not ready for these electronic gauges. These seats really hold you in place. These seats are gorgeous. And this car is a beautiful, I believe it's British racing green. Plenty of power, and with the supercharger, the power is immediate. So it's not like a turbocharged car where you have nothing until that 3,000 or 4,000 RPM when the turbo kicks in. Supercharger is immediate, so you have that power right away. Let's do a little acceleration here if we can. Sure. Oh, you can hear that supercharger. It's awesome.
I know.
That's why you buy this car. 911's not going to give you a supercharger noise.
No.
So how does this compare to the 911? Well, I have a 2017 911. How this compares, this is better steering feel because it's hydraulic steering. I would even say it handles better, to be honest. And well, you get the cool Supercharger sound, so it definitely sounds better. You know, the turbos in my 911 doesn't sound that good. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner, unfortunately. You get a little turbo whoosh, but this car attracts more attention. You know, better steering. I would even say better suspension, honestly. And you have that distinct Lotus sound, and you actually get the Lotus smell here in the interior, like that new car smell, like you can smell those VOCs and stuff. So this is definitely, 911 is probably the better daily driver and attracts more people, and you know, the Lotus is more a specific buyer, but if you're one of those specific buyers, you definitely can't go wrong. You want to stand out. Everybody, you know, that you run into, or Cars and Coffee, there's going to be a million 911s there. If you have an Evora GT, you'll probably be the only one there that has one. And that's what I like about it, the exclusivity. And the cars are so good now, I think they're really gonna, you know, hold their value over a period of time, because this is gonna be the best iteration of the Evora. Thanks to Aston Martin Summit in Summit, New Jersey. That's a Lotus dealer that sells brand new Lotus Evora GTs. So if you're definitely in the market for Lotus, check them out. They can ship you a car anywhere in the country, and they always have a great selection, and especially a great selection of manual transmission cars. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.